Hey everybody, Shaman Hawk here. I'm doing a little bit of a fire healing ceremony for a boy in Russia. I've been talking to his mom off and on about shamanic things, and she was telling me his boy been sick with cough and cold and all that. It's kind of going down through his lower tract, and it's interesting because last time we had talked yesterday, he asked his mom, like, "Hey, did you tell that man about what's going on with me?" She's like, "No, why?" Because he's a shaman. You should tell him so he can heal me. She was surprised, and I was surprised. I mean, I've just seen him once on the phone, but I started thinking about that. I'm like, that boy's got that much faith in me. I better do something, right? So what it is here is, it's a sharing. People say, is it long distance healing? I'm like, well, I guess you could think of it like that if you were thinking of it in a linear point, but I don't really see it like that, as far as being linear. I kind of see it more like a interdimensional thing, I suppose. And let me get a little bit of light here and I'll give you a kind of an example of that. But these are the things that can be done basically by anybody. Like I said, I tell people all the time, all this metaphysical stuff, all this shamanic stuff is easy, really. The reason that shamans do it better than everybody else, we do it more often. We practice it more. Like you do any sport, running, swimming, whatever. The more you do it, the better you get at it. And maybe one day I'll be able to dance and sing, hell. And so it's sharing sensations. It's sharing feelings. So people focus on, the ailments that somebody has, things. I'm like, I don't. I mean, not. That's not the priority. The priority is sharing the good feeling, the feeling of being healed and in good health. And that's what I focus on. So I'm going to be sharing with him the sensation of being next to the fire, under the oak trees, out here in the farm. Yeah, a little bit of traffic noise back that way, but it's pretty nice here, really. And I love ginger tea. Ginger tea works well for me. And so we're going to be kind of sharing that together. And that's, sensation has a lot to do with this kind of work. Being the feeling. It's not so much being the shaman, being the healer and all that. It's about being the feeling. And, that's one of the reasons, too, that when I was going through my apprenticeship, we had to take drama classes. We had to learn how to be the character, be the emotion and so on. The same thing with this stuff. You got to be like really involved in it, to make it work, to allow it to work. That's probably a better way of putting it. The other part about it is too that in his mind, he really feels that this would happen if I participated in his healing. So it's like, all right, I'm in, do whatever it takes. So let me see if we can get a little more light here and I'll give you this example. Yeah, my camera stuff, I'm real, like you say, primitive, right? So here, you can see the palm of my hand, right? So let's say I'm down here, down near my wrist, and he and his mom are up here at the fingertips. We're going to say that here's the United States, and up here, this is Russia. And people think you're going to do long distance healing. You're going to send that energy from here all the way up through here like this. Yeah, I suppose I could think of that. Somebody else might say, no, you go from here and you go down through the center of the earth and you come up into Russia. Okay, yeah, that's another way I guess I could vision it. I have another way. So like I'm saying, so if I'm down here and he's up here, I do this. See, that's more like that interdimensional work. We just come together in between the worlds, so to speak, and we just make it happen that way. Okay? And so that's how I see it. You don't have to have anything special. This is your magic shamanic camping coffee pot that you can get from Walmart and other magical places. This is my special shamanic camping cup again, you know, available at most awesome shamanic stores. and yeah, that's all you really need. But what you really need more than anything else, more than all your shamanic tools and all that, you just need an open heart to make this stuff work. You know, you just have to have truthful intentions to make these things work. And you have to, you know, not force it, but allow it to work. You know, because life on this planet wants to keep on going. Life wants to have good health, and it'll do whatever it needs to do that. And the design of life is just awesome, and we just need to encourage it. We need to take away the obstacles, you know, that prohibit good health, the dis-ease and so on. And that's what this is. So I'll be out here as long as I need to be until it just feels right for me to go in. I'm not looking at a clock and whatever. I can be up here till sunrise. And that's the part about allowing it to happen. So this is for you, Alexander. Dobra večer, right? And so people, the everyday person can do this. You know, the sibling, the lover, the parent, the friend. You can have your fire, and if you can't make a fire, you can have a candle. You can just sit and meditate on it. But the important thing is, like I said, your desire and intentions. You know, it's easy, people. There's no big mystery in this stuff. You know, and this is the thing that I teach in all my classes, lectures, workshops. You know, we're born with this. You know, I was telling some Christians one time, they said, "Oh no, your shamanic stuff is all Satan work and idol worship." I don't worship any idols or anything like that, but you know, like, you know, if you guys want to believe your Father is God, and He picked you up from the dirt, you know, and made people and all that, okay, well then obviously the Earth's the mother. We say Mother Earth, and if that's your Father, God, we have a physical body because we came from the physical plane. You don't think you have any magic of God going on in you? Why not? Why can't you do all these things that your Jesus, you know, said you could do if you had faith so little as a mustard seed? You know, all these other things. You know, it's just natural. You know, we can do this. Most of my work of teaching people how to do these things, these magical, awesome miracles and all that, is just deprogramming. You know, so tonight, you know, I'm gonna sit here. Alexander's probably sleeping right now in Russia, you know, but I'm gonna keep doing what I can, feeling what I need to feel, being who I need to be to help him. You know, his body, encourage his body to remember how it feels like to be a healthy young boy. If you guys want to join me in that, you can. I mean, whenever you watch this video, you know, you can think, yeah, I hope he's all right. You know, I hope he's healed, and I hope he's just fine. We, the people of the earth, can do this in any situation we want. We can make it all right. You know, if we just try it. Get out of your own way. Allow the magic to happen through you. Allow the shamanism to happen through you. The healing and all the other stuff. Okay, it really is that easy, people. I promise you that. Y'all have a good evening.